know how to break down a film. I'm just going to watch it and spout out cool, interesting facts on how we made it, I guess. And we go in quick like that because we don't know where he is or why he's there, what's going on.
You know how to turn off the lights, don't you?
Funny, that line was actually ADR, which means that we recorded it later and I placed it over the dialogue scene. We didn't have a mic on set, so we just did it in post. And then we revealed the wide. It's just a normal bathroom, but the light switch has significance to him. But
Are
then
you
that
sure?
voice comes in.
I mean, why wouldn't
thoughts,
you?
the OCD voice.
You've been turning lights off for decades. Nothing's changed. In fact, the only thing that's changed is your relationship with turning off the lights. Kind of funny to say, isn't it? Relationship with turning off the lights. Don't even get me started on relationships. Right. Back to the lights.
So here we open up on him close up, staring in the mirror, really not knowing what's going on. We're kind of thrown right into the middle of what he's going through. And he opens up with a line of, "You know how to turn off the lights, don't you?" We show that there's significance to this light switch. And then the voice comes in, and that voice is the intrusive thoughts, the OCD. And when that voice comes in, we hear the music come in, and I had the music come in when that voice comes in. It kind of brings up the tension a little bit as that voice is talking, gives it a little bit more power.
This is nothing to scoff at. You need to make sure you understand that you've turned off the lights. Do you remember that time your grandfather told you about his friend's brother who burned
He
his
comes
house
up with a
down because the light
scenario
switch wasn't fully in the off
that
position?
if it's not turned
That could
off
be you in
right,
about
you
2
could end up like
seconds.
this
Only
friend
this isn't your
who
home.
burned his house down because he didn't turn the light off correctly.
You could
Building the tension,
everyone in this
and then
restaurant.
turn the light off and it goes away. The music goes down, the sound drowns out. And then we have these quick flashes to the fire, like burning buildings and things ablaze, and they cut back and forth, back to his face, back to that. And it builds the tension of that's what it is in your mind. And that's what a spiral like this is imagining every bad thing that is going to happen. And to him, it's burning this place down and people all inside. And I even put it in his eyes. You can see it in his eyes. Like that's his fear is these blazes. And I put him in his eyes to show that. Build up the tension with the music and the sound. And then as soon as he turns the lights off, the sound just goes out. And that kind of signifies that's the voice of the OCD drowning out. It's a moment of relief.
It's off. But how do we know it's off? The light is off, but what about the switch? Is it fully facing downward? Is the knob all the way down? Yes? You can feel it.
We wanted to really push that. Like you're always checking. You're always double checking.
Are you sure?
Then are you sure?
Sure.
Really
Stop.
planting the doubt. The music comes in. It rises. It builds the tension.
Closer.
More voices come in.
Can't really tell.
Left ear, right ear, back and forth.
Can you tell? I can't really tell. It's on.
Certainty, uncertainty.
It's not really off. How do we know?
It's a lot of back and forth.
What if it's not?
If you are listening to it with headphones, you can hear that the voices go from one ear to the other to the other. And it's like almost like a spiral of the voices going back and forth. Because that's what it almost feels like in your head.
Wait. What if you pushed the knob too hard and it broke something? And check to see if that's a thing. I mean, we have all day.
We used one single light for this scene. And then the phone light was doing a lot of the light on his face. So it was just one little light to do the whole bathroom for this dark scene.
Okay, it looks like it shouldn't be an issue.
Music cuts out. Okay, relief. We performed the compulsion to check. Okay, it's done.
Why did you touch your phone? You're going back
Another
to the table to
intrusive thought.
eat after this. You don't want to have your phone be one of the last things you've touched before dinner, do you? You know our phones harbor an incredible array of germs and diseases, right? Gross. Disgusting. Let's wash our hands again.
We gave the OCD voice this like very echoey reverb sound to make it sound more surreal when you're hearing it inside your head. This voice is fully in control. It controls everything that he is doing, on what he's thinking, and everything is under what this voice is telling him to do. And it's all in order to keep him safe. but at what cost?
Okay, 3 squirts, no more, no less. You don't want to lose any.
Make sure you
family
touch
members.
the soap dispenser with your elbow. Only 3 squirts. You don't want any family members dying.
Happy birthday twice while washing those hands.
His voice is telling you everything,
20
like
seconds of
everything to
soap,
do
warm
to
water
keep
for
you and
30
everyone else
minutes.
safe.
What if it's not antibacterial? Losing track. What if the germs are bouncing? How do I know?
All these voices going on while he's trying to hum Happy Birthday twice to get his hands completely clean.
You have to get going. Damn it! Your knuckles touch the inside of the sink. You could have just attracted.
Got these
millions of
jarring
bacteria
cuts
from
to make
other
it feel
people's
very
stool.
uneasy, because
Wash
that's
again.
exactly what it
Make
feels
sure
like
you
when you're
use
in
your
a
elbow to
spiral
press
like
the
this.
soap dispenser.
You feel very uneasy.
1, 2, 3. There we go again. You not do anything right.
Had a lot of people say that this part made them feel
We have to wash this
very
shit when we get
uneasy.
home.
It was hard for them to watch,
Scrub the left hand.
which was the point. The editing was made to be uneasy and make you feel that way, along with the sound design. And he
Okay, now
finishes
bring
washing
those
his
wet
hands, and it
to the paper dispenser.
goes away. Everything drowns out, gets quiet, gets calmer.
Thank God it's automatic. Make sure not to touch the machine when ripping the paper off. People who don't know how to properly wash their hands touch this thing.
All right,
Okay.
he did it.
Now use the paper towel to open
He's
the
in the
door.
clear. Just open it with the paper towel.
Wait.
But
You know how to turn off the lights,
the thought
don't you?
that started it all comes back. And then the cycle might start all over again. We get this shot outside the bathroom as we show the statistics of OCD. We don't see him come out of the bathroom. So he might still be in that bathroom doing that whole thing over again because that thought came in just as he was about to leave saying, wait, you know how to turn off the lights, don't you? So he could be in there trying to turn off the light, checking to make sure it's off, washing his hands because he touched the light or touched his phone or something because he had to check. And it's just a cycle. This could be his 3rd or 4th time doing it. And we don't know how long he's actually going to be in there going through this. And this is what people with OCD deal with. They deal with these cycles and these spirals that go on. And I've dealt with that. I've wasted hours cycling and ruminating and spiraling. I've lost hours. Some days I would spend 8 hours doing the same thing over and over again just to make sure that I had some ease and certainty in my life. And that's exactly what he was doing, and that's exactly what so many people with OCD deal with that nobody knows about. We wanted to show this with this film, that this is what it looks like. I wanted to shed light on this and show people what it actually is like. So thank you to everyone who has watched and shared and commented, and the comments of people saying that they felt seen and heard and that this helped them so much and they don't feel so alone. It's all we ever wanted when we were making this, and we are going to continue making more because everyone has loved it and has helped them so much, and we just want to help as many people feel understood and less alone. So thank you so much to all of you.